I have been grand champion for roughly 6 years now, and saying that I'm hard stuck might be an understatement. My old teammates have surpassed my skill, and some have even ended up on the biggest stage of them all. Over the last 30 days, I set out on a mission to better my mechanics and car control so that I could rapidly improve my lethality on the ball. To do this, I decided I would learn directional air roll. A lot of players misunderstand mechanics, and I believe I did for a very long time. So why are mechanics used? 1, mechanics allow you to fix any mistake that you might have in rotation, and this is what I thought was the only reason mechanics were there for. However, number 2, mechanics can allow you to get creative offensive opportunities while only involving yourself. This is all solo play. I was in the first mindset for the last 6 years or so and believed that mechanics were cool but weren't necessary. However, over the last couple of years, we've started to see a shift in gameplay that almost requires mechanics the higher you go. You don't need them, but they sure do make everything a whole hell of a lot easier. Now, this isn't the first time I've tried to learn air roll left, but it is the first time I've actually sat down and grinded out the boring details so that I could actually put the bind to muscle memory. I've spent countless hours in workshop maps, training packs, and free play to try and force my hands to learn this new bind. So let's start with my first 10 days. The first 10 days were spent with numerous hours in workshop maps and training pack. I would force myself to do medieval rings or neon heights ring every single day and would train them until I could finish with 0 death. These 10 days I would consider the grind. The grind was the hardest part about this challenge and really tested my willpower and my love for the game of Rocket League. Not only was I forcing myself to finish the rings maps consistently, but I was also limiting myself to only playing Rocket League, which meant I was spending 6 to 8 hours on stream playing, but I was also playing 2 to 3 hours before stream to try to work on air roll left without being a bore to my stream. These days felt like I had a fire lit underneath my butt, and I couldn't stop unless I wanted to fail. You could call that motivation or call that stupidity. It is what it is. Over the next 10 days, I was starting to feel extreme burnout. I'd been pushing myself so hard to learn the new bind that I was forgetting why I loved Rocket League, why I wanted to start improving again. I used these next 10 days to really focus on enjoying the game again. I would still force myself to do a rings run, but it was no longer a 0 deaths or bust run, and I just focused on enjoying streams and playing casual with my uncle. This is where my first big breakthrough came, and that was when I realized I was getting diminishing returns by training for so long and playing so much. I felt like I was putting in so much time but getting almost nothing out of it. So I took a bit of a break and decided I needed to readjust my perspective and came back to training with a fresh mindset. Days 10 through 15 were that burnout, that real bad feeling. Days 15 to 20, I started really getting back into the swing of things. Changed up my training, started using the dribble challenge and some other just training maps to work on other aspects of my game so that I could kind of force my brain to not think I was only training my air roll or my car. Days 20 through 30 were a breeze. I was finally starting to feel really comfortable with using air roll left. And for almost everything that I started training, I was finally starting to feel really comfortable with using arrow left for almost every single shot. Since I was so comfortable with arrow left, I started training other mechanics that I had let sit out for far too long. I was finally learning how to speed flip properly and how to flip reset consistently so that I could become the mechanical monkey that I've always hated. Seeing the improvements in my car control in the last 10 days made all of this worth it. Not only was I able to finish rings maps in record time for myself, but I was also consistently hitting flip resets and other mechanical shots in game far more consistently than I ever was before. So was the 30 days worth it? Without a doubt, yes. I not only have my car control to its best point, but I'm also at my current peak in rank, so I feel amazing. Even without peaking in ranked, I would say it's still worth it to test yourself for 30 days or longer. I think forcing yourself to learn a new skill in Rocket League is how you keep yourself from plateauing like I have. This applies to any skill. Once you learn directional air roll, start working on your flip resets, or even double flip resets. Anything to help keep the game fresh and help you continue on your road to the rank you want. Before I leave you, I wanted to share a quick tip that I learned while going through this last month. It's a simple one, but I believe it's what helped me learn air roll left the fastest way possible. The tip is, keep it fun. Learning new mechanics can be stressful, and you can feel like you're beating your head against the wall, but you have to remember that this is a game that's supposed to entertain you and give you joy when you play it. Finding the joy in the game is the only thing that allowed me to improve as much as I did, because I could have easily just dropped the game for, let's say, the 1000th time and taken another massive break again. But I kept it fun and it was all worth it in the end. Before you go, I don't want you to leave without the resources that I use to make this journey far easier. So below you will find some videos linked and some training packs that I like to do every once in a while so that I can continue to improve with directional air roll and test myself with each shot. If you find any of those videos helpful, please let the creator know, as it does mean a ton to us. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your grind. See you in the next video. Peace.